sweet ones. So I know there's a lot of background sound. I hope you don't get bothered. So this will be for the Tools Tuesday. Now started this kind of So Saturday, Tools Tuesday, themes Thursday, and I private my videos quite quickly. If you won't, if many like a certain video, I would keep it up for you, of course. And if anyone would ask me to keep a specific video up, I would also do so, at least for some time. Because I want to have a clue what videos I have up there, and I had more before, like hundreds or so. Now I have like, I don't know actually how many, but maybe half of that, and I think that's kind of enough right now. I still don't know what they are about. I've forgotten they are from long ago also. Anyway, so the Tools Tuesday that I'm inspired to do is just to inspire you as well, and I will use tools that I've tried on. We will see how it goes, and certain tools that I use, you may need a certain practice to be able to use them. So, but I will start with this today, and I don't have a plan with this. It can be anything very mundane or spiritual or energetically or however. But I wanted to start with this now. I don't know what to call this video. Pivoting or pivot, or the deliberate pivot maybe. I don't know. I'll say pivoting, I think. So you may have heard that expression. Abraham the Hicks, is it quite? And so I will read from some. I also have affirmational cards you can ask me to use for the Soul Saturday, aside from if you want me to use suddenly I want to tap now on this. If you want me to use, but then I get into a lot of half trance myself, when I tap. It's difficult. Other decks, yeah. Oh, I have so many other thoughts now. I think I need to do a ramble after this. Yeah, I'm sure of it. But I will try to keep focus on this, on not the themes, the tool here now. So about that, I will first read these cards and maybe say a few things afterwards, because they describe it the clearest, I think. So this is for our tools. Tuesday, tool number 1. There is no really order in them, so I don't think I will number them. It will just be different tools. Hopefully each Tuesday. So I can pivot from feeling bad to feeling good. As you look for a better feeling way to approach whatever you are giving your attention to, as you continue to ask yourself from your ever-changing vantage point, what is it that I do want? Eventually you will be standing in a very pleasing place, for you cannot continually ask yourself what it is that you do want without your point of attraction beginning to pivot in that direction. The process will be gradual, but your continued application of the process will yield wonderful results in only a few days. So I hope you try it, and if you like, please share in comments or messages what you think or how it worked out for you if you tried it on. And the next card is about that as well. I can pivot under any and all conditions. You have the ability to pivot under any and all conditions, but most of you are habitual in nature, and your patterns are so well entrenched that at times the fastest path to the joy you seek is for you to take your pivot as you sleep, by reaching for good feeling thoughts before you go to sleep, and then experiencing the benefit of the quiet mind that occurs while you sleep, and then upon awakening immediately turning to good feeling thoughts. you can accomplish the ultimate pivoting experience. So, if you haven't listened to them or anything, maybe this sounds like, I don't know, maybe it doesn't sound like a good tool. But actually, the things you can do, for example, I've talked about this several times when it comes to also my alchemy therapy or what solution focus, those kinds of whatever I've called them. Different names for the same thing sometimes. But anyways, turning, see the other side of the coin. But if you are very, very low and very depressed, and like that is the overwhelming thing going on for you, that can be very hard to do. Maybe you need some extra or other tools at least to come up to I'm not saying it's not good to use it. It's just maybe not maybe it's not the only thing you would need. Then you may need more. But if you have a general feel-good state, let's say, or a balanced state of mind, and then you come across some negative emotion, energy always flows. You can never ever stay in the same vibe. It always changes. So, and that's the brilliance and the loveliness of even being here, that we have all this to create in and from and through. And so, I won't get too eager, then I start to raise my voice. Anyways, so if you then get aware of, it could be even a better thing to focus on those really, well, I will start on another angle actually. I will get back to that, I promise I won't forget. But to keep a little journal, if you wish, or a little notebook, whatever, where you notice things that you appreciate. They're also called many things. I think Thiel talk about that too, about the positive aspects of something. And to start with, you can start with yourself actually, with my things. If you think about my body, my whatever, it's connected to you or mine, because that will then flow over and spread into the rest of the of anything. So it's very good to start there, to not forget that, and just be appreciative about things outside and not dealing with all you are, So that could be a good thing, just to notice positive aspects. So, but the other thing that I was going to say, but I think it's better to actually keep your spotlight on that. But when you come across the whole pivoting thing, to shift that, some negative emotion, whatever that could be, that you don't really like, to then think of what you want. And if you feel confused or not knowing what that would be, it would be quite the opposite of what it is in the present moment that make you not feel so good, obviously. But if you aren't clear about that, what that would be, you can just say to yourself that you want to feel good. We all want to feel good. So to just get aware that I want to feel good. What do I really want in this moment? I want to feel good. And just to practice that, I could go further and just talk more in depth. I'm getting a sort of, not a grip on this, but I'm getting some of it. And yeah, I think I want to go so far and ramble so much about other things as well. So I think I will just leave it at that maybe, and make these a little bit shorter videos. But to try this, to positive aspects, and later on when you get the more, if you really try this and make it, if you feel that this works for you and this is something for you, we are all different, and at different phases we need different things. So maybe it's not for you this time, I don't know. But if you would use these things without getting manic about it, just in a light-hearted, easy way, relaxed way, not like I'm going to push through and do this and write journaling all the day, just be bright and light about it, and easy with yourself, smooth with yourself, and calm, what I mean. So you don't need to like work to get to a place where you love yourself or where things are good, because then you kind of block it, you get too pushy, but if you start to do this, it will gradually and naturally flow over to other things that you're appreciative about. But you can also later on, I don't think that's a good place to start if you haven't done it before, but you can try if you want. But then you can also take things that you really eventually anyways, things you don't like much, and still find the positive aspects, and you start to see all that. And so you start living quite a brilliant universe, whatever the circumstances. You see the gift in them, you see the treasure that is there for you in that specific moment. But I'm not saying that this, as I said from the beginning, this is not something that probably would work if you have spiraled very far down. It's rather a tool to be used when you are at quite a good place, and then your compass, if you say your emotional compass, that start to go a little bit off. Not that it's totally off, but so you start to feel a little bit not too good about something, and to become aware of that, and to in that moment realize that this is a signal that I'm not going in the direction of what I want, and then to shift your thoughts into thinking about what is it that you want. And if you are confused, as I said, about that, don't struggle too much. Just because you say to yourself that you want to feel good will guide your whole system into into being more aware of the things that make you feel good, and so you will go in that direction even more. So that was that. And if you like this, please let me know if you want to, in messages or likes, or just that you view it. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And thanks for the comments that I've gotten. I used to reply, but sometimes I forget, or it comes something in between, and I don't have a lot of comments, so usually I do. But I'm still appreciative even if I missed out on someone. And also on messages here, if you go to about and then click, here on YouTube, about me, and then click on messages. I check them now and then anyways, if you want to be more private about it. And anyways, whether we get in touch or not, I hope it helps you in some way today, and that you can keep it with you. Even if I would not keep videos up for a long time, sometimes you can still recall and even ask me again to put it up there if you forgot, if you want to check it out again, or what it was. And I really do this. I think the main thing that made me feel like I want to do these things, like certain topics or certain things, also, and about the cards as well, in Soul Saturdays, if you want a personal free card for that week, or rune, or an affirmation card from the Hicks if you wish that instead. And there are also those Jesus cards if you're more into some positive words from Jesus. So then let me know, and I will give you a card for that week. And I also want to come in contact with you. That's one of the reasons I do this. So I hope you want it too. And as for now, anyways, thanks for being there, and take care, and be a deliberate pivot. Much love to you all.